All right, so what's good, everyone? What's good? Don't explain yourself to nobody. You don't want to explain yourself to nobody in this day and age, this time that we're in right now. No more. Like we're in a different time right now, and I'm seeing it every day. Like a lot of you guys don't see it because a lot of you niggas. Well, I don't say a lot of you niggas, but I'm talking about the world in general. A lot of niggas out in the world are fucking retarded. But at this point in time, everything like the energies is changing. So the way I look at it is like there's no point of explaining yourself. Like when I used to talk to certain family members or certain people or certain just even when I speak on this fucking channel, I always feel like I need to explain myself. Like I'll talk about Qigong, then I have to always say, oh, um, well not Qigong, energy exercise. And I'm gonna not stop calling that. But I always just talk about Qigong or whatever energy exercise, and I'm like, oh, um, always remember that it's not about just feeling good. It's about this or it's about that or remember you got to do the fasting, the qigong, the yoga. Like I'll say things that people should already know that's common fucking sense, but and then I always feel like I gotta explain myself, and if I don't explain myself, I'm gonna come off a certain way. Like I'm done doing all that fucking shit, and you guys need to stop doing that because at this point in time, the people who always have to nitpick and find something wrong with what you got to say, they don't got shit going on, and they're just trying to find a flaw. Whereas in right now, making flaws and mistakes and just experiencing is actually winning. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm done explaining myself to anybody and everyone anymore. I don't give a fuck, um and like I'm saying it, like I've never really done it, but like I'm getting to a point where if you look at me like I'm crazy, I don't care anymore. Like, cause if you're looking at me like I'm crazy, you better have a solution for why you even looking at me like that, and so I don't have to look like that, and you can bring a solution, or you better just shut the fuck up. You just a judgmental piece of shit. So like this is what I'm saying. Like, don't explain yourself. It doesn't matter if you look crazy to anyone. Just do you at this point because you're at this point you're going to be worrying about shit that doesn't matter. And when you worry about shit that doesn't matter, what's going to happen is you're going to end up manifesting shit that you didn't even intend on happening because you're worrying about shit that doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? So, like, this is why you don't, it doesn't, because everything that you give a fuck about, all the people that you care about, these motherfuckers is all about thoughts and feelings, about appeasing somebody's thoughts and appeasing somebody's feelings. Everybody needs to have their thoughts and feelings appeased. So when you really break it down, when you feel like you got to explain yourself and portray yourself a certain way, if you're not building or trying to like actively build or build something or do something productive, or they're gonna give you something, or it's something like it's a reason, then you need to understand that you're just wasting your fucking time. These motherfuckers ain't gonna pay your bills. They're not gonna do shit for you. At the end of the day, they just want you to appease their thoughts and feelings. So, because a lot of people are insecure and have a lot of trauma and problems, and they don't know how to deal with it. So they deal with it by doing tit for tat shit every day, thinking that people give a fuck about that shit, and they just stay miserable. So you got to understand, like everyone just wants their thoughts and feelings appeased. This is why, like, I'm done with all of this shit. Like, I'm done with all of this shit. Like, for real. Like, I'm probably not even make videos no more. To be honest, like this shit is very fucking retarded. To be honest, like I look at it like, why the fuck am I even making videos? Like, what's the point? Most people out here, they're not gonna do shit. I actually make videos just because I want to make videos. The moment I don't feel like making videos, I'm not gonna make videos. Like, so I'm not doing this shit out of like I need to do this or whatever. Like, I am gonna be well, like I said, I'm not gonna go into that, but yeah. But I'm done explaining myself. Um, there ain't nobody shit in this world. That's one thing I'm realizing. Like, once you guys really come to grip, a lot of you guys think you have came to grip with that, but you haven't came to grip with that. A lot of you niggas just sit there say, "Oh, people ain't these bots ain't shit. These bots." You niggas shut the fuck up. You niggas still care. Once you really come to terms that people ain't shit in this fucking world, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. Like nobody's important. Nothing is important. None of this shit's important. Only thing that's important is doing what you got to do so you don't experience pain, suffering, and hell. That's the only thing that really is important. Anybody that says otherwise is a fucking idiot. Because why else are you doing what you got to do so you don't experience a certain experience you don't want to experience? What else? do you do anything? So let's just get that out the water. But so once you understand that people aren't shit and none of this shit really matters, then you start to understand, like, you start to move more freely, not giving a shit, and then that's when things start opening up for you and shit. Because I just see, like, everyone's like, I can't take really no one serious in this world no more. Guys. You guys don't see, like, it's to a point where I don't take no one serious like that no more, and I take myself serious and people I'm gonna try to build with or for something. But as far as just like motherfuckers will sit there and talk all like somebody came up to me, they'll be talking all this shit like, oh, I did this, I did that, or do you watch this spiritual thing? Like, bitch, don't talk to me about no spirituality unless you're gonna do something or you're doing something. I don't care. Like most people, they just want to like talk about something and be halfway in, halfway out, and it's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for any of that. And like, if it's not 100% in, because I'm a moon in Aries in the eighth house. One thing I hate is I hate people that aren't passionate and they're for something. Like even if I see somebody who's like a person who just likes to sit on their ass and play video games, if they fucking love the video game and they're into the game and they figure out everything about it, or they're in whatever they do, even if it's illegal criminal shit or if it's fucking whatever, they into it. Or if you care about your a fucking vehicle or you care about a thing, have some passion for it or some shit. I respect somebody with that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck I was getting with that. Like I forgot what I was saying with that, but like, I respect people with that shit. Like I respect people with it. Nobody fucking has any of that shit. Everybody, oh yeah, I know where I was going. Nobody has any of that shit. Everybody's halfway in, halfway out. Everybody's full of shit, and they only it just everyone they're full of shit. And the U.S. is, I can see why a lot of people are leaving the U.S. I'm not saying like because there's nothing wrong with America as far as the land and the things here. But what's wrong is the people and the mindset of the people on the land. Like they're very mentally disturbed. Like I don't know what the fuck the Masons did, but they made America very mentally fucked up. So now it's like people don't do nothing but just waste their lives working miserable jobs, complain about that shit, and that's their whole life. And then they say, "Oh, it's an introvert epidemic." No, it's only an introvert epidemic in the U.S. And the reason why it's an introvert because no, everybody is lame out here. Like I don't even want to talk to no one, not because I'm introverted per se, but more so like I just people are lame and they're boring, they're bland. Social media has made people lose their individuality while simultaneously thinking they're gaining it because you have fake spirituality and all this other bullshit and conspiracy nuts that talk about Donald Trump's toupee almost getting sniped off his fucking head or whatever, some fake shit. And then so people think they have an individuality because they know something that they think is like taboo and eighth house and secret. But it's like, bitch, if it was so secret and so top secret, why the fuck is on the internet? I had seen some stupid nigger talking about, oh, this is some top secret footage that got released and fucking it's like some alien footage and some shit. And then the stupid ass niggas all talking about, oh, it's some alien footage, some top, it's top secret and it got released. Like if it's top secret, how's it on the internet? So you have stupid shit like that we got going on. Like people are just lost in general, and it's a problem. Well, not really a problem to me, but it's a problem to anybody who's fucking experiencing it, and dumbass people who are influenced by it. Yeah. But I really don't even give a fuck no more. Like, yeah, anything that I do, I'm gonna do in real life. I'm like, there's things I got set up in real life that I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to set up things in real life because I feel like that's actually better. That's another thing. A lot of you stupid ass niggas out here keep like you don't have your own mind, so you keep thinking like everyone keeps talking about. Oh, the new way to make money is online. Like you never could make money on the fucking internet. But yet, while everyone's saying that, most people don't even make money online. You see what I'm saying? Or like even when you see people make money online, they're in the real world and they also make money. So it's like, how does that work? Like they're doing both. Like you're not gonna tell me somebody like Greg Cardone doesn't have money making things in the real world. You see, so it's like people are really dumb. That's why you gotta always understand like what the fuck is going on here. You gotta understand what the fuck is going on here. They want you thinking all this shit. Oh, you can only make money online or do this, and you got to build your network. First of all, bitch, all of this internet shit. If people start using this internet shit for really what we're supposed to use it, how do you not know they don't just say, "Oh, some EMP attack," and then you dumbasses believe it because you seen EMP conspiracy videos. Oh, EMP, and then now there's no internet. So it's like, I'm not even wasting my time doing shit on that fucking internet no more. Like I'm done with it. It's not really feasible, and even then, this people can infiltrate and really makes no sense. And plus, they have a lot of, and you got to go through the shadow banning and shit. That's another thing, and then that blocks your energy. Versus if you're doing shit in the real world, you're able to. That shadow ban energy don't really work as much. But you got to be also doing it. There's a lot more work that probably needs to be done as well to reach out. So I'm not gonna say it's like. But in reality, everything needs work. Like motherfuckers are looking for a way, some easy way. Like really, there's no way. Every way needs work. I'm just sick and tired of like it's like every person I come and speak to, man, and like it's fucking a joke in my life. I just can't take anyone fucking serious no more. I'm sick and tired of this shit. This is ridiculous. And I'm not speaking about anybody online because I don't even fucking know anybody online. Everybody on, even if I spoke to you and I went live with you, I don't fucking know you. I've never seen you in real life. But to be honest, who the fuck knows anyone really? Like I don't. I could sit there and know you. Just people in your own family, you can say that don't even fucking know you. So really, who really knows anyone? Like you can sit there and say, oh, this person's a stranger on the internet. There's people in your real life that are fucking strangers. So really, some people don't even know them fucking selves. So really, that's a problem. Like nobody knows anyone, including themselves, because everyone wants to talk about on the internet is strangers, but it's reality, nigga. Like everywhere you go is a fucking stranger. Everywhere is a stranger. If you really think about it, really, like even people in your own family and nowadays is strangers. Social media has made it so fucking awkward and shit. I see some niggas talk about how like I don't know. It's just weird. Like you could just tell. Like even when I see some fucking bitch, she was with her children. The way she was conversing and talking to her kids, it was like she was talking to like a friend. So like, or like she was talking to a stranger or somebody she like it was just so distant. And I'm like, bitch, you don't even. That's what I'm saying. Like social media in this world has everybody fucked up. It's weird. But I'm through, man. I'm through with this shit. I'm not fucking around no more. I'm done explaining myself. It is what it is. Yeah, and I'm gonna do my Qigong shit, but I'm probably gonna end up having to make a whole another page and find another audience that actually I can sell the Qigong shit to. Because a lot of the people who watch this page, like 98% of the people who watch this fucking page, they're probably just gonna look at this shit and then do it, and then that's it. And then I charge, and then I'll probably have to lower it because the clients and the clientele and the people watching my videos they probably only want something for like $5 a month or some shit. So that's what I'm saying. If I do even do my business online, I'm gonna have to change my whole format in my clientele. And then a lot of you niggas will say, "Oh, yeah, I sold out," but it's like, no. In order for me to actually make money doing my shit or do my shit, which I don't even know if that's even what I want to do. Like I said, like I don't know. Like maybe I'm not even gonna even be doing that or even want to do that. So I'm just saying, like if I were to do that, I will have to change my whole shit and then clientele. So I'll be able to at least charge like 200 a month or whatever, bring a good thing or charge a lot. And then people will buy it, but it'll be a different clientele, but it won't be this one because most people, 98% of the clients, people watching my shit, they won't fucking buy. So like, cause that's if I was even going to do it, but I don't even think I'm even waste my time to even do that shit. Like I said. Like my goal right now is just to be a barbarian. The spirit told me, well, I'm not telling you that. Ain't nobody told me shit. I told myself. I don't know. I keep oh the spirit told ain't nobody told me. I told myself. There's no such thing as the spirit told you. You told yourself and that's it. Yeah. Even when I do my Qigong videos, like it'll get video views, but then it doesn't get the like stack, like doesn't get this like I don't know. I guess people don't they come back later on and watch it. That's probably it. But, I'm gonna still do my shit though. Cause one thing I hate is like motherfuckers like, well, yeah. I'm just chilling right now, guys. I'm on day 1 of my fast right now. I'm about to be doing it tomorrow. I'm about to be doing it for the next 3-4 days. I don't know how long, but I'm on right now. Just started. Yeah. It's crazy how the time is speeding up. I don't know what it is, man. Like it's already 11:05. This is ridiculous. I don't know if well, there's only one person in the room, but I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. If anybody got a problem with what I said, you can join the room. But yeah, the day went by. It's 11:05. I actually like the time speed. Like I like it in a way, but at the same time, I don't like it. Like it's good because it gives you an incentive to really stay on your shit. Because if you just fuck off, it's really like people who just fuck off. This is the worst time ever. If you just like to waste time and fuck off and you don't know what you're doing, and you like to just, it's the worst time ever. Time speeding up. Anybody can join the room if you guys want. I'm just chilling right now. It's a little fucking. It's like a river right here. It's a river. I don't know if you guys can see it. Ugh, fuck. It's like a river. Yeah. You can't even. I would go over and show you, but you can't. They put a thing saying private. It's private, and you can't go over that yellow thing. Yeah. It's crazy, man, how fast a day goes, man. Shit's crazy. Yeah, but shit, I'm done. I'm done. Like literally, you guys. When I say I'm done, you guys just think I'm just talking all this shit, but like, cause I like. There's a lot of things I have going on. I don't really talk about on the internet. I have a moon in the 8th house, so there's a lot of shit. I don't think I'm the internet is the way for me because this shit is heavily monitored and I don't know. It just I feel like anything on here is for anything on the internet that's actually gonna be strong enough to gain traction and make some motion. I feel like it's gonna be heavily attacked. That's why I don't believe anybody talking about, oh, I got this thing going on. They're on the internet, they full of shit. Because if you, whatever you were gonna get going, popping off, if it was on the internet and it was actually gonna work, and it was really gonna work, it will be heavily attacked. That's kind of why they took that Nature Boy shit down. Not because Nature Boy shit was true, because he was speaking some bullshit and stuff, but it was the whole concept of the way he was able to just bring people and do shit and how like it was more so the people, the dumbass people that allowed him to give him some false sense of power. So that's what they were heavily attacking it. But like that shit wasn't gonna work. But like it was kind of like that type of energy, so they had to shut it down. So anything that's really gonna fucking work is gonna be heavily fucking attacked. That's why there's no point of even really doing anything on here. And then even all the way down with it, it could just make the internet just shut the fuck down or just charge a monthly thing to use YouTube. So like $20 a month to use YouTube. I don't know, just some dumbass shit. Like there's no point in that. That's why I like to preach become breatharian. You eat less because all one thing leads to another. A lot of you niggas just think about just one thing. One thing leads to another. Once you get into that state of needing less, then one thing leads to another, and then ideas come things. Because when you're not eating and putting shit in the body, then you're able to channel more information and more things and flow more. And do like it's whatever that you're good at. Everybody has their own forte or whatever. So whatever you're good at is gonna just channel. So then you just it'll amplify that shit, and then you need less because it's about really needing less. This is why we come into a different time right now where it's like because once Saturn because I could already feel the Saturn because one thing about Saturn placements is as we get closer to the alignments, you start feeling it. I could already feel like Saturn and Aries, man. Like everything is gonna start changing, and if you're not trying to um be in this new shift, you're gonna be there's gonna be a lot of mental illness, and that's why there's a lot. They keep talking about there's um a lot of fucking like mental illness and Gen Z and all this other shit. A lot of it has to do with this shift we're in right now because like whatever you're doing, you can't do it no more. And it goes out from like a collective level, and individual level. Like so, most people don't know what the fuck's going on, and they're going through hell right now. And then they say, "Oh, life is this and that," and it's like you just got to get with the fucking shit. Shout out to Mysterio. You got to get with the shit. Why do you think everyone right now is like fucking wants to be by themselves and alone? Because it's Saturn and Aries placement. The Saturn and Aries placement we going in, like, and a lot of it as a result is everyone's depressed. Like a lot of that introvert shit. Because I told you, like I'm not an introverted person, but when I see, like, I don't have no interest in like dealing with people on the basis of motherfuckers just they're not shit. Like everybody is the same person. I've never seen in society everybody so non an individual. And it's dangerous because it's an illusion that everybody is an individual because you have social media. Everybody wants to, but like because everyone tries to be like, oh, everybody has their own avatar on profile on Instagram, so we're all an individual. But everyone's trying to leverage social media so they don't have to work their miserable shit job. So but when you do that, everybody has to copy a certain formula. And if I'm lying and I'm just bullshitting you, why the fuck do they have courses on how to become successful on social media? So now you're paying people to not to be like everyone else. You see what I'm saying? So this is why when you see all these pages with like 100,000 views and all this, they're all the same fucking pages. There'll be some individual ones. Don't get me wrong. Just like there's some individual pages that are small that are good and bad. It all goes, but majority it's because everyone's trying to copy and beat. And then now it's like everyone's trying to compete. Because even when you talk to people, one thing I realize when you're talking to a lot of people now is like, because a lot of people are very lame to me, very, very lame. And I see right through them, and I can see their trauma, I can see their bullshit, I can read their energy, and I can just see like where their mindset at and everything. I can even see if they're like everything about them, and it confirms because I've done tests, and it confirms. And when I see these people, it's like they try to act like they know more than you, or like they try to talk about themselves a lot. Not that they know more than you, but like they try to talk about themselves, and like they're boring and they're lame. And then in my mind, I'm like, I can't deal with this type of shit no more. And I'm seeing this play out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, because I'll talk to somebody, and then I'll talk to them, and then I'll tell them some deep shit or whatever, and they'll be like, okay, and then they'll say something in response, but it's like they didn't listen to anything I said. They just trying to figure out what they can say to make themselves look cool in front of me. But it was like I already look at them as they're lame, and so that's why I'm like, these motherfuckers, they're not shit. It's like I see a lot of people like you know how they always talk about people like to compete and be people are competitive. I always look at it like I see most people kind of like as a fucking little kid. You try to like they trying to win at a video game, and you just let the kid win. Or sometimes you just beat the kid unfairly or not unfairly. You're just grown, so you're better. Like that's how I look at other motherfuckers who try to compete with me. Like I look at it like it's a little kid that's trying to compete, and I just let win just because it's not a serious. But if it is serious, I just overshadow and debo that shit, and then they get upset and angry. That's literally how I feel. Because most motherfuckers like you're not shit. You can't tell me nothing. Who the fuck are you? You're a fucking faggot. You're like a like I just what I hate. And they try to act like they know something or some shit. Like they know. Like I'm supposed to respect you because fucking I don't give a fuck who you are. Like that's another thing I said. Don't explain yourself. Like I don't give a fuck if like I'll go to like I went to a bike shop, right? And I told a dude, this my bike is fucked up. Can you unscrew this part for me? He got an attitude with me because he's like, I know what to do. And I'm like, he's like, it's not this one, it's that one. And it was the other one. And then at first I was like, oh, I kind of felt like, oh, I was acting like I know more and shit. But then I look at it as like there was nothing wrong I did there because at the end of the day, when I screwed that part on, it worked. And even though I was wrong, at the end of the day, like at least I showed the energy because most people, they're not shit. Every time when I don't show that energy, then they always fuck up. So I have to go there and act like this is why anytime you go in a situation, you have to always act like you know what's going on, even if you don't know. Because that gives you leverage because people will try to take advantage or they will try to fuck with you or act like you know what's going on. So they don't fucking they'll try to because what will happen is they'll take advantage of you, or even if they don't take advantage of you, it's gonna play out where when they're working on your shit, it's not gonna work, or it's gonna take longer than necessary because they're gonna be in their mind, they're gonna look at you like a rookie, and it's gonna just play out. You see what I'm saying? So you always have to know what the fuck is going on when you're dealing with these scenarios with people. Always like act like you know what's going on, even if you don't know what's going on. And even if you make a mistake and like you don't know what's going on, and then you still play like you know what the fuck's going on. Hey, Chauncey, I want to congratulate you for curing my sick. So I don't even get sick like that anymore. Everyone around me getting sick is really doing energetic. That's what's up. That's what's up. This is the see. Now, anybody who's watching my channel who has anything negative to say, you can kiss my fucking ass. Because at least there's people out here at least getting helped and healed. So that's us. Like when I see shit like that, it makes me like actually feel like I didn't waste my time really being on this platform. I'm not just on here just saying whatever. Like people actually take the information and advice. Because I know a lot of people don't take the information because they can't really do it because they just don't have the power. They're just stuck in their own mind. A lot of people like having initiation and that's a blessing. The biggest blessing in this reality, especially at this point in time, especially with Saturn going into fucking Aries, is initiation and starting something. That's the best thing you can do. If you can start something and do something that's gonna help you and start and just keep doing it, that's the best superpower. That's better than $1,000,000 right now because $1,000,000, a lot of people are alive right now because they are broke. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of people right now are alive because they are broke. If a lot of people had $1,000,000, they would have bought a lot of fucking unhealthy food, a lot of drugs, a lot of things, probably got BBL surgery they didn't need, and they would have died and shit. So like some people like not having shit actually saved their fucking life. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta always keep that shit in mind. Kind of forgot where I was going. Kind of on a tangent. But shout out to Mysterio, nigga. Shout out to my nigga Mysterio. A lot of people they don't even fucking do shit in life. They don't. Yeah, I know where I was at. They don't fucking they probably don't. They look at it. They don't take their life serious, and it is what it is. You shouldn't get sick in at all. I remember I was at the when I left the post, and there was this lady. I guess she was sick for 2 weeks, and she still sounded sick. And she was like, "Oh man, I hate like she's like, oh, I'm sick. They can't get. I guess she had a fucking baby or some shit, so they couldn't give her certain medicine. So she said they couldn't give her nothing, but she was sick or whatever. And she after 2 weeks, she said she was getting better. She's like, oh, I'm just glad to be in the work again. Dumbass shit, bitch. But she whatever. She was just saying she was just getting better, and then the other lady across the fucking counter, she was like, yeah, I hate it. It's something we like. The way she said it was like she said it like it's something we have to go through. And then in my mind, I'm like, no, bitch, we don't have to go through that. I'm never going through that again. Like I didn't go through it last year because last year I did I was doing certain things that I wasn't doing this year that I kind of slacked up on this year. That's why it came. So that shows you that the sickness, because I wasn't sick last year at all. And last year it was a fucking cold, like one of the coldest like records in the. It wasn't as cold. It was cold. I remember it was hell. It was like in the 20s last year, and it was freezing. And I remember, and I still didn't get sick. This year, it wasn't even cold and shit. and I got sick. So I know it has nothing to do with it. Like it's just some other shit. Anybody who tells you you get sick, you're supposed to get sick. Because think about it, when you get sick, it's so uncomfortable. You can't breathe. You feel like you have a fever, and then they even tell you you can die. You know you can die from that shit. Like it's a very small percentage, but when you get sick like that, it's you can actually die because your body's going through a certain thing that it's not supposed to fucking go through. You see what I'm saying? So like you could actually die from that. So there's some people that die from the fever and flu, but it's very, very, very rare. So that showed you you're not supposed to be getting sick at all. But I don't say you're not supposed to. Obviously, you're gonna get sick if you fucking do things that get you sick. Like you're not supposed to overdose, but if you fucking shoot heroin in your veins, you're gonna overdose. You get what I'm saying? So obviously, you're getting sick because you're doing something. But if the body is working at optimal performance like it's supposed to, you're not supposed to get sick. You're not supposed to get sick at all. And even when you do get sick, because there's levels to it, you're gonna get sick less. So, like let's say your body is operating, but not at full potential, but you're healing, you're getting better. You may get sick, but you probably get sick. You'll heal a little bit quicker. So, like you see how I healed in 2 days versus the other lady, she took her 2 weeks, and she still sounded sick. So, like I said, you want to get to the point where you eliminate it completely, and you do that. It's easy. You just stop consuming bullshit. Like everything I'm saying is not rocket science. It's simple. Stop eating processed. Fast regularly, at least 3 to 5 times a week. No processed. Mainly just raw vegan. And if you do eat processed and garbage, once a week. But you're fasting 3 to 5 times a week. And then just do that with qigong, and just do that, and you're straight. And then as you do that, eventually your body's gonna adapt, and then you'll be able to go longer and longer. That's really all it is. It's very easy and simple, and that's it. So that's really what. And I'm not selling this. I guess it's a heal all. This is a heal all, or I'm gonna heal everybody, or this is gonna heal it. At the end of the day, I'm just telling you what the fuck worked for me. At the end of the day, this is a spiritual reality. So anything can really happen. Something like you can eat healthy and you can still get sick. There's situations like that. So that's why the name of this video is I'm not going to explain myself, because I shouldn't have to say that. You should have common fucking sense. But we're in a world where everybody's trying to decipher everything and be so fucking deep that you can't even. This is why I don't even like dealing with fucking some spiritual people, because, or like that fake ass nigga community, because it's always a problem. Oh, you didn't say this. You didn't do this. You didn't do this. You didn't do this. I don't got to say shit, bitch. That's why I'm like, I don't got to explain shit to you. If you want to look at me like I'm crazy or if I'm low vibrational, bitch, go ahead. You're not paying my bills. I don't give a fucking shit. So like it is what it is. I know what's going on. This is why you see a lot of spiritual people that work at Walmart and McDonald's, and they're regular, but their name is Ashet Konsu Noon. Or then they think they special, but then there's somebody else that doesn't give a fuck about any of that shit. That's well more connected spiritually and more successful spiritually, internally, everything mentally than the other person. But then they think they're better because their name is Ashun Konsu Noon, and they have a whole bunch of fucking crusty, cheap ass beats from some for some cobweb pussy bitch on Etsy. No one gives a shit about that fucking crap. He trying to. Oh yeah, I already read that comment. It's like it's fucking crazy. That's why I was like, I don't even really give it, because it's like there's no point of explaining myself to anybody. Like for real. Like even when I seen what's it called? Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. But like it just I just gotta just do what you gotta do. Don't even explain yourself no more. Don't even explain yourself no more. Just do what you gotta do. I don't even see anything wrong with anybody doing what they gotta do. Like if you want to do whatever, then that's on you. As long as you handle your business at the end of the day and you get your tasks and you complete the mission and what you say is your mission that you created. You didn't have to create one, but you whatever you say, that's all that matters. It's always it's the action, what's coming from it. And even at that point, that shit don't even fucking matter other than to yourself. If it just whatever, if that shit don't matter to you, then that shit don't matter. If you're trying to prove to somebody else, then that's when you fucked up. And then the only time you, and I'm not saying never, because yeah, there may be times you may want to prove to somebody. If somebody said they're gonna write me a 6-figure check to play in a national fucking sports league or some shit, or fuck that shit. I don't want to play in that shit. But fuck their shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like somebody gonna write me a check to fucking, I don't know, like slap them across the fucking face and chop a Jewish person's head off. If you're gonna pay me 6 figures to do that, nigga, then obviously, nigga, I'm gonna want to impress you, aka do what you told me to do to give you that shit. So I'm not saying, oh, never impress. If you got something for me to want to do to impress you, like give me a check to chop a fucking Jewish person's head off, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna impress you like that. I'm gonna impress that person who's gonna write that check. So yeah, I'm not saying never impress, but if there's nothing to offer me, because a lot of you niggas, because that's one thing the Matrix they have a lot of programs and witchcraft set up where they get where you care about somebody else's thoughts and emotions you really don't give a shit about, and you end up losing and taking the negative end of the energy because you care about some shit, and you're not asking yourself, does that fundamentally bring you anything? Like, what's this gonna bring? Are you gonna get something in return? Are you ever gonna see this person again? Is this person paying your bills? Are they feeding you or your family? Or if they're not doing, and I'm not saying they have to do this. If anything, I don't want you to do that. So now there's no attachments for me to want to have to do something to you without you getting upset. So I don't want you to do shit for me. Don't do nothing good or don't do nothing bad for me. Remember some stupid bitch said, um, she said something like, I blessed you or bless you, or she said something, she was like some dumb. I was like, excuse me, you don't have the power to make my life better or make my life worse. So your blessings is useless. And then she got hella upset when I said that shit. Like, don't sit there and tell me bless me or bless you. Like you don't even if I believed in that shit, like you don't have the power to fucking like bless me. Like what the fuck you think you some fucking Dumbledore? I bless you. Get your stupid ratchet ass out of here, bitch. Talk about you bless me. You can't make my life better or worse. Like people just open their fucking mouth. They don't know what the fuck they're saying. Like you bitch, you better than me? No, like that's another thing I don't like dealing with like, a lot of these motherfuckers, because like shit like that is ridiculous. And that's another thing. Like a lot of you niggas, like I'm not young. Like you guys look at me like I'm young. I'm damn near in my mid 30s, so I'm not fucking young. So stop looking at me if you do. I'm not fucking young. This is why when you look at me, yeah, I'm young. But when you hear what's coming out of my fucking mouth, it confirms that I'm not fucking young. So I have to just reiterate that. Like I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not a fucking idiot. Any mistake that ever happens to me in my life, I knew. Like a lot of you niggas, like you don't know shit about the mistakes in your life or problem. Like I know everything. Like even when a mistake happens to me, it's not like, oh, a mistake happened, it didn't happen. I knew that shit was gonna happen. My mistake was fucking not allowing that mistake to fruition while knowing that mistake was fruition. Which that's my fucking issue, if anything, more than like it's never nothing that ever happens to me at this point where I didn't know it was happening. I see everything, so I just gotta put that shit the fuck out there, because a lot of dumbass people, and like, I'm not talking about on the internet, but it's my bro, like they'll be like talking like they know some shit. Like, bitch, you can't even deal with your own life. How you gonna tell me about my life? That's why I be laughing when I see a bunch of these bitch ass niggas out here. So the girl, she left me because I opened up to the girl, and I opened up like, you a pussy bitch ass nigga for opening up to a girl. The only reason I say that is because for you to open up to a female, that means you must actually think that that female or any female had the capacity to actually help you with your issue that you're speaking about. There's no man in this world. There's nobody in this world I could tell any of my problems and think that they're gonna help. That's why I laugh at people who talk about psychiatrists, because like, who the fuck can tell me about my motherfucking issue? You can't tell me shit. You're a dumb fuck. You're a piece of shit. You're an idiot. That's they're not. No, I'm not saying that there's no like, oh, I'm the only one who knows and shit. It's just everyone's an idiot. And I am feel like I'm the only one who knows that part of that, but mainly I'm coming from the perspective of everyone's just an idiot. Who the fuck can a person tell me? So that's why I laugh when I see niggas say, "Oh, I opened up to a female, and this, and that, and she left me and that," and I'm like, "You fucking a bitch! Like, why would you think a female can actually help you with your mental problems, or what the fuck can the bitch tell you?" I've never met a female in my real personal life that healed. that's healed. Every single female I've met has damaged and it has trauma. I've never seen a female that's healed in my real life. Internet, I don't know, but everyone's a stranger and shit on the internet, so I can't really speak. But as far as real life, I don't know. I've never seen, so I don't know what the fuck you think. People are crazy. That's why it's even to a point. Like even when I see a female, like I remember because the apartment that we used to stay in, next door, the dude used to beat the bitch ass. And it was so bad to the point where there was blood in front of our fucking walkway. And it was bad to the point the police came and then nobody got arrested. But when I seen that situation, I was fucking laughing. I didn't feel sorry or nothing because I'm like, any female, because you have all these problems and you see all these issues about men complaining about not having women, but then you have situations where women get their ass beat. So then I'm thinking in my mind, like, how was this happen? Like these women are getting their ass beat. You would think they'll be with men who are like complain about women and shit, and who it's hard for them to get women because they're allowing a man to beat their ass. But so if that isn't the thing, so if that isn't the case, that means those women getting their ass beat will make fun of those men who can't get any and who are desperate. You see what I'm saying? Like the incel type. So that makes me look at the female getting her ass beat like she's a joke. I don't feel sorry for that. So that's why if I seen the bitch getting her, when I heard the shit getting her ass beat, I was laughing my ass off because a month before that, I walked past the bitch and she had like a stuck up attitude for no fucking reason. Like I didn't even say nothing to the bitch. I just looked in the direction. Like I just looked. Like that's another thing. Like a lot of these bitches, like they look ugly as fuck. They look regular. I'm not even worried about them. And you look at them and they think you're looking at them, and like because like they're in their ego. So she had that same energy. And so when I heard her get her ass beat, that shit was funny as fuck. I didn't even give a fuck. I didn't even call the fucking police. Like I wouldn't even call the police if I heard that bitch screaming bloody fucking murder. The only like think about you like African people. If you had an African family, you heard this before. Like if you had an African family, they'll always say, "Cry, but you can't cry blood." Like cry, you can't cry blood. Like you're like an African. If you grew up in an African family, you're like a kid, and it'll be like, you start crying. The family, but cry, you can't cry blood. Like that's the same shit. If that bitch was crying, I wouldn't have done anything. I'm like because like for real. So you're saying like that's what I'm saying. Like it's stupid shit like that. So yeah, that bitch got her ass beat, and there was blood leaking all over the fucking front. And I said, like, they should at least fucking clean this shit. It was like a lot of blood. It was just like little droplets. And it's funny because I felt hella negative energy from them niggas. But we moved out of there. Yeah, I might be moving though. I don't know. I might be moving. No, I don't know. Because everything I go on, I go on base. I don't just make decisions for no reason. Every decision I make is based upon what I need to be doing. So like I may want to move, but if I have to go within, and if I'm not supposed to, then I don't move. Everything I do is based on what I'm supposed to be doing. Because I really don't even really want to go anywhere, and I only want to go where I'm supposed to go. If I don't need to go anywhere, then I don't need to go anywhere. That's just how I go. I see it because everywhere is the same to me. I look at everywhere as the fucking same. It's all masonry, whatever. Unless I have a situation in a location, I'm not going to that location unless I got a situation going over there. Because everywhere is the same. Where it's all masonry, it's all control. Yeah. It's all the same. Everyone's, oh, I want to go to this country. Like you got at least you got a situation over there for an incentive to go. Shit, then I'll go. But I'm not just taking a flight going somewhere just to go. I don't want to see no sights. I don't give a fuck about that area. I don't care about the culture. Then nigga, fuck that culture. This whole world is disgusting as fuck. Like all of this. I don't. Even like this whole Qigong shit. Like they stole fucking Qigong, man. Like you guys don't understand. Like that whole practice Qigong, don't call it Qigong no more. It's not called Qigong. It's not called fucking pranayama. That's not what that shit is. All of that shit is some fucking primal energy that was the people of the land practice these fucking things, and they took this shit really far. They suppressed a lot of what they were doing with this energy because it was a lot more. When you go onto YouTube and you type in Qigong and all this, it's some stupid fucking old ass. They always, one thing I noticed about the Qigong community is it's a bunch of old ass people, old ass retired corporate fucking bots. That sums up like 80% of the Qigong community. Old ass corporate retired bots, bald headed. They just getting out of retirement and they old and they wrinkly and they pasty as fuck. That sums up the fucking Qigong. I don't know why it is, but they stole that fucking information from the native of the land. They use that information. The natives use that energy to build, to do a lot of shit other than what they tell you. When you go online, they just tell you, oh, it makes you relax and it helps you longevity. They just tell you some corny shit, which fucking a line of cocaine would do that shit. Will help you relax and give you longevity to not fucking strangle a bitch because you want to just chill, not be stressed. So, bitch, drugs do that shit. Tell me something deeper about the fucking practice, bitch. They can't really tell you that. This one dude named Damo Mitchell, he goes deep into the practice and shit. At least the deepest I've seen it. But like I said, this shit gets deep. It gets very deep. This whole Qigong, don't call it Qigong, don't call it pranayama, all of that shit. Pranayama, Qigong, all of that is energy that when you harness this energy you're not even harnessing shit. When you're doing, like, it's like when you building muscle with your muscles, are you harnessing muscle? When you're in the gym lifting a bench weight, you're not harnessing muscle, nigga. You're fucking lifting the muscle and then the muscle's building based upon what's going on in the body. You're not harnessing muscle and pulling muscle. So it's the same with Qigong. It's something in the body and you're activating it when you're doing these things. And you have to, before you even start the Qigong, you have to activate the process. You have to activate the energy. A lot of you guys been watching my channel for years. You guys are already activated because by watching my videos and watching people like me, you've been in that mindset. So that's why Mooney Mercury, shout out to you, Mysterio, all you guys, when you guys did this shit, you felt it. That's because you guys were already activated from being aware and spiritually esoteric, and you already in that space. The average person spends years just to even get the feeling that you guys got the first time doing it. Some people, they don't get the feeling. This is why a lot of people, they don't do it. I'm just starting to realize that they don't talk about that as much. That Damo Mitchell, he kind of mentioned that. So it's some people spend years trying to activate the Dantian, because once you got to activate the Dantian, when the Dantian or whatever, this is what they call Dantian. It's not even called, that's an energy center. When you activate it, it has nothing to do with doing Qigong. It has everything to do with some other shit that even to this day I'm still trying to figure out. Only thing I know is I did a lot of yoga and I put my mind in a more relaxed space. You have to put your mind in a certain level of relaxation. Once you do that, then you're able to do these practices. But if your mind's not in a relaxed space, then when you do it, it's not gonna work. You're just gonna be moving your hands and you're like, why am I? It's not. I don't feel it. And some people, they give up. So you have to put your mind in a relaxed state. Once you do these practices, then it puts you in a relaxed state. Then once you get into that relaxed state, then you start building the chi, the energy, and then you could take this shit extremely deep. Niggas been doing this for 7 years. They're not even at the end of it. Look at it like a bodybuilder. In 5 years, you're gonna have a lot of muscle. In 7 years, you're gonna have more. Hey, you see how long it takes? Look at it's the same thing with muscle. Look at it exactly like muscle. Even when you build the muscle, you're not harnessing muscle. You're pushing the weight and then your body's building it. Same with Qigong. You're not harnessing chi. A lot of these motherfuckers, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm still doing. I'm doing hands-on experience. I'm not just researching this shit. So even like everything I'm telling you is from my experience. Always remember that I'm actually doing that. Anybody else that says, "Oh, what I'm saying is wrong," I want to see their experience as well. And if they have experience, and I'll respect it. If they don't have experience and they want to just say, "Oh, well, I read this," and then fuck you, you can't tell me shit. Because even if you want to say, like, I remember some fat stinking ass cracker came in a fucking gym years ago trying to tell me, "Oh, your form is off." This nigga was a fucking balloon trying to come to my fucking aesthetic physique, telling me, "Oh, you gotta fucking lift the weight like this and shit." I didn't say anything. I just said, "Okay." And then I just kept doing my shit. It doesn't matter how the fuck I lift the weight, nigga. Like, you can't tell me looking like that. But it was just weird. So like always like somebody that want to tell you. So this is why I say always learn from experience. Even if I'm trying to learn something, I was trying to learn something. I remember my dad. He was teaching me how to trade. He's like, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to do the trade. You gotta look for this pattern. I'm like, I don't feel like doing it like that because it's gonna annoy me and confuse me. I don't like looking at steps. I should just trade like you normally trade, like I'm not here, and let me watch. I did that. So I watched for a minute. I see what he was doing. It made sense. Then I went to the steps, step one, step two, and then I could put it together. That's how I learn. That's another way I tell you guys you should learn. When you want to learn something, learn it and watch somebody at work. And then when you see them at work, okay, then observe what they're doing, and then copy what they do. Just use your mind and what you've observed, and see even if it's wrong, and just do it. Then just to have the form right in your mind, and you just put yourself to that energy. Then once you do that for a while, then go to steps and how to do it. So when you start researching step one, step two, and the talking one-to-one person teaching, you go into that, you're able to understand them more. So when they say this, and that, it's like we're doing it. So it's like it clicks. It works when you do it like that. Versus you just do step one, two, three, and then you go and do it. Because you're gonna be explaining these steps in this here. You're gonna be trying to make something out of something you've never experienced. Versus you've already experienced, you've done it. The nuances, the little finesses, and the little things you picked up on that you can't explain. But when you see it and somebody says it, it connects. That's why I love having experience in life. I look at life like a book. Every single experience, every single person that comes in my life. I always like to, if I can, I get the astrology. I see the date they come in my life, when they came in, how they look, this, that, little things, and it should be adding up. Like it should be. I'm telling you, it makes sense. Like it's like life is one big storybook for everyone. It's not just shit just happening. Like even if it be like somebody, like it's deep. Like I remember I was doing my eBay sales, right? And this is the first time, and somebody sends me an email trying to scam me. Like, oh, fucking, you didn't send me my package. You didn't send me my package. And I'm like, you see, I just started eBay like it was like 3 weeks ago. I only had like a few packages. Like, you didn't see my package. I was like, yes, I did. I was like, no. I was like, you have the wrong person. I was like, no, it was you. It was you. And I was like, are you sure? He's like, no, it was you. It was you. And I was like, what the fuck? And I called eBay and I had eBay settle it. eBay was like, oh, you're not on the wrong. We'll handle it. And then everything was good. Come to find out, 3 days later, somebody sends me an email, a message saying you didn't send my package. And I said, when was this package supposed to be there? They said 3 days ago. That was the same day that scammer scammed me. The same day I forgot to send the package. So it was like the universe. This is what I told you. I know everything. So I didn't know I forgot to send a package, but the universe sent me a scammer telling me you forgot to send a package. So that whole situation had me inquire and look through my shit to realize so it was like that day that I was supposed to send a package, and I did forget it, but it wasn't to the person who sent it. So this is why I said I know everything, because even though I didn't know it, it played out to make me know it eventually. Even though at that point I didn't heed onto it, because the way I found out was the person emailed me. But when I look back at the date I was supposed to send the package, it was the same date the scammer sent the email. So what are the odds of that? So this is why I say I pay attention to everything, because life is like a book. Little shit like that, it will play out. And if you program to certain things in your reality, you can have, so like I said, I know everything. So everything's always gonna play out where I know it. And even if I don't, even if it's something where I don't know, because don't knowing is knowing, but even if it's something I don't know, and it's something negative that happens as a result of me knowing, it's gonna play out as like the best case scenario negative thing. So no, but so my shit is like it's still proof. So he was like, oh, bad things happen to everyone. Yeah, you're right. Bad things do always happen. But when it does happen, it's going to be the least amount of badness in it. And it's going to be heavily shielded. So, like, imagine getting shot with a bulletproof vest on. You see what I'm saying? That shit is secured up. So you got to, like, have it. You have to have your energy, like, secured the fuck up. Once you get activated, it's hard to speak to people who ain't. Yeah, it is. Like yeah, you have a point. Like I feel like it's hard for everyone to speak to anyone because I see a lot of awkwardness and cringiness and just with everyone, not just with people who are activated. So that's what I'm like looking at as well. Like even people who aren't awake are having that same thing. But the way I see it, like I just see people's bullshit more. Like when I see a female that's damaged now, like like especially very very damaged, that's a turn off. I don't even want to deal with that shit no more. Like that's a turn off at 100%. Before I used to be able to overlook that, and but now if I see a female that's damaged, I can't even. I don't even want to even deal with that at all. That's a turn off because I just see unhingedness. No matter how nice, whatever they may come across, I can see like by a drop of a hat because they're not. Most people aren't healed within, so everything is external. Maybe they have a job, they have a car, their bills are paid, but once something happened, when that's missing, then everything's gonna fall apart. This is why I say you never have any friends unless you've been through something extremely negative with that person and you overcame it. Those are the only people you really call friends, or they at least are a catalyst into helping you overcome a dark moment in your life. Something synonymous with that. Somebody you just always smile with and been cool with, and you just talk about nothing but that's not nobody who you're friends with or you're cool with. Because you don't know when shit gets real, you don't know how they're gonna respond. A lot of people are conditional. This whole society is conditional. This is why they have civilization. This is why they have society and everybody has to act civil. And they have peacekeepers because they have to keep the peace because there's really no peace. Everybody's really just this is why they have to have food in the stores and all this shit, so nothing gets to a point where people are out here killing and raping and pillaging and acting a fool because everything ain't peaceful. Uh, yeah, people ain't peaceful in this world. Everyone's a piece of shit. Like, well, I don't say everyone, but most people like they got a piece of shit mentality. Once you get, I got a question. Once you actually get magazine, I don't know. As far as year, just do the practices. Don't worry about the year. Don't worry about the time. That don't worry about any of that shit. Just do it every day. Time is gonna accelerate. By the time next year comes, it's gonna be very quick. Like that's another thing I'm gonna speak on as well. Time is gonna be accelerating. Like you weren't like I said, like you started. You're lucky as fuck. You're 20. You're young. You're just do this every day and you're gonna get to that day when you're gonna be like, I'm so glad that Chauncey one told me this, because you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna see everything around you falling apart, people, society, and everything. I don't want to say falling apart like the world's gonna end, but in terms of people's minds individually, and you're gonna be happy you stuck with it because you're gonna at least have something to carry on. Most people they don't have shit. They don't have shit right now. And then once next year comes and it gets worse and they start taking more shit, then it's gonna even be worse. But you at least got something that's free. Costs no money or nothing. Don't worry about what level you're at. You're already at the level you need to be. Just know that you're at the level you need to be. That's the thing. You're in your early 20s. You're hella young. You shouldn't even be worried about what year, what time. You shouldn't even be worried about that shit right now. You're hella early with this shit. Feels like you harnessing less chi. You're not really harnessing chi. You have the chi within you. Nobody can drain your chi like that. You can give off chi, and you can have your chi drained. I'm not gonna say that, but being around people shouldn't drain your chi. If they are, then you need to get away from them. But I being around people wouldn't drain my chi unless I was giving them because you can give people chi and send it out and stuff. Send out your intentions during the practice. Like the next practice I'll do, at the end of the practice, I'll do the qigong where we send out an intention. You can send it out to whatever you want to send it out. Your situation. You can send it to yourself. You can send it to somebody else. You can send it to some type of thing you want, like a situation that you want to happen. There's a fucking cat right there. I don't know how the hell the cat got all the way over here. There's no houses and there's like a big ass river next to this construction site. You guys see that shit? It's like a big ass river and like construction. Yeah, big ass river. Somebody said, "Oh, so shout out to Speak Your Mind." I just seen that nigga. He just got up in here. Yep, speeding up. Yeah, it is gonna be going. Next year is gonna come by quick. I remember in January of this year, I told myself January is gonna be. I said because I remember I was like January came by fast. I remember it was 2023, and now 2024, and I said I bet you 2025 is gonna come by quick. And then when I said that in my mind, I was like, it's not gonna come back that quick. We still gotta go February, December, and look, we're already here. And because I was like, January 2025 is gonna come by quicker than January 2024 came. I said that, and then in my mind, I was like, it probably won't because time we still got all this. Like it can't be time can't go by any quicker. That wouldn't make sense, but it did go by quicker. So next year is gonna go by even quicker. So by the time we get it to the summer, it's not gonna be that long. So you guys gotta have in your mind, like, don't be waiting for shit because pretty much you have to look at life like everything is already done. Like it's too late. But not like it's too late, don't do it. Just too late, like in if you don't start now, it's you can't do it. Don't wait. There's no waiting right now. This is the worst time because you once Saturn gets into fucking Aries, you guys don't understand. That's Saturn and Aries. Like you're not it's gonna be a lot harder to start doing what you want to do. I'm not saying you can't do it, but to start something to express your creativity you're gonna find it a little bit more harder once Saturn gets into Aries. This is why I tell you guys you want to start right now because they're gonna probably end up doing something because Uranus is gonna be going into Gemini. It's gonna be dipping in there next summer. I think in July, and that's fun. It's gonna be a year since I done Qigong. Once Uranus goes into Gemini, and fucking yeah, Uranus is going to Gemini that summer, and then in May Saturn and Aries. So like I said, something's gonna be going down next summer. I don't know what it is, but something is going down next summer. So always just be careful about that. Whatever. I don't know I don't really give a shit either, but probably might be another lockdown. I don't know. But it's gonna be something that's gonna go down next summer because there's a lot of energy. And it's funny. And then I told you guys it's gonna be harder because when Saturn's in Aries, it's hard to initiate, start things. It's hard to really even like when it comes to like the people and shit. Like people are just gonna be very weak mentally, and not you. I'm saying collectively, like collective level on a collective level, people are gonna be very like giving up on society and weak. To let the government just says do whatever. No one's gonna really. Everyone's gonna have the fight lost. Like the fight, everybody has a fight in them. When you got like they said, a dog has no fight in him or whatever. That's saying a lot of people are gonna lose a fight in them once Saturn gets into Aries. Not everybody. Don't make it. Oh, everyone. No, like this is just most people because Saturn doesn't like to be in fucking Aries. And now that's what I'm saying. You want to start shoot shit right now. So by the time it gets in there, you have shit situated and started versus you start when it's in there. And it's gonna be that much more harder. Not saying you can't do it, it's impossible, but look at it like this. Like if it was hard for you to initiate something right now, then it's gonna be even harder then. You still can do it, but you're having a problem with it right now. So it's still gonna be a harder problem then. And even if you do it, then you're gonna have to put in more work than you could have just done right now. Unless you got something situated and you got to be careful this times when you're coming in right now. But and it's coming by quick because 6 months is gonna be here like nothing. We were just in the summer. It was just summer. I started my Qigong in July. It's already the end of the year. Already New Year's Day. Oh, New Year's Day is coming in 2 weeks, 2 more days, or yeah, 2 weeks. That's ridiculous, man. That's crazy, man. 2 weeks for New Year's. Give me a minute, guys. This is crazy. 2 weeks for fucking New Year's. That's fucking crazy. And a lot of people like, and it's funny how you'll have all these people talk about, I seen this fucking YouTube video and there's some stupid ass dude talking about how it's normal to work a 9 to 5 and I'm gonna work a 9 to 5 my whole life, or it's not a bad thing to work a 9 to 5. And I'm like, he's like, oh, we need to, life doesn't play and bills don't play. First of all, bitch, don't talk to me about bills and shit if you're living in a Western country, specifically America. Bitch, you could be homeless and you have everything you need. I've seen homeless people more happier than people who work miserable jobs. So don't say that shit. And secondly, this nigga said in his video after 5 years, he's been trying to make it on YouTube or have his business and it didn't work. After 5 years, if you're doing anything, you don't have your business or you don't have nothing going, you have no right to make a video saying that 9 to 5 is work. You can only say that shit if you're starting a 9 to 5. You can't just say that shit if you just, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you've been working on a business for 10 years and your business failed because you're too much of a dumbass on how to run it and work on self to get a good business, or to even just make it where you don't have to work a 9 to 5, and you've been working on it for 10 years, you can't say that you need a 9 to 5. You have to just say that you need one and you're incompetent and you can't do it. I hate people who are a failure at life and they like to speak for everyone. I fucking hate that shit. That's what that stupid ass nigga was talking about. I hate, like, that's another thing. I hate people who always talk like about bills and money. Like, oh, I got bills to pay. Like, I hate these, like, you know, those ghetto ratchet black bitches. Like, oh, I got bills to pay. Any female that talks about bills or money, get the fuck out my face. That's unattractive. Any female, if you talk about money, unless it's about we making a bag, a real bag, like 6 figures more bag. If you ain't talking money like that, then you can get the fuck out of here. The fuck you talking about money for, bitch? You talking about how much you can fucking nickel and dime so you can save for your Netflix subscription that's overdue. Get the fuck out of here. How much gas you need, how much the utility is. Bitch, you take your broke ass and go fucking get your shit right before you fucking deal. I hate bitches like that. That's the most damaged bitch of them all. Bitch who complains about finance and money. Because a bitch is supposed to be in an abundance energy of stability, of money. Since that's the feminine energy and ruling. So when you complain, you really on your masculine ass shit. That's another thing. Because I was walking down the street the other day, right? And there was this bitch, right? She was walking and she had her purse. Like, because this is why I talk about this whole independent woman shit is full of shit. Because they'll talk about women are independent, they don't need a man. That is bullshit. That's the biggest fucking lie ever. Women do need men. I was walking down the street. There's this regular ass fucking scrawny ass white bitch. She's just walking hella quick, looking all around and scared, like somebody's gonna do something. And in my mind, I'm like, an average man isn't gonna even be walking like that. But why is she walking like that? And then people will tell her, "Oh, be careful, you're a female." So that right there proves the point that women do need men. Because when you're in a situation, and then a stupid bitch will say, "Well, I could drive my car." You dumb bitch. It's the principle of the fact. The principle is that bitch could drive a car, but why couldn't she drive a car then? Because something happened where she couldn't get one, so she had to walk. So this shows you all that independent shit is all bullshit. When they talk about, "Oh, I'm an independent woman," like, get the fuck out of here. That's impossible. Just like there's certain things men feasibly can't do and say that they don't need a female. You see what I'm saying? It goes both ways. Like, men have their own shit they good at, and women have their own shit. It is what it is. I don't know why motherfuckers, they don't understand that shit. Cause I seen that bitch, she was just walking hella scared, like she was thought like somebody's about to do something. I'm like, damn, like, chill the fuck out, bitch. But yet again, like I said, you don't know. because people actually can do shit like that. So like I'm not in that position to really even say chill the fuck out because I don't know. Like, and I've heard of situations where females gotten fucking raped and shit on the street. So I'm not gonna say. He said time acceleration should be also a. I remember you first talking about like 2000. Damn, you've been following me since 2016. God damn, who the fuck is this? Yeah, you've been following me. I could tell by your profile picture. Ain't nobody who's really like who's like follows me on the well. I don't want to say because you probably do follow me on the spiritual level, but I could tell like you because the profile picture you got is best to start time. Yeah, I've been doing this shit for a minute. That's another thing. Like I've been doing this for a minute, so like even before, like shout out to Moody Mercury and everybody and all that, but like I remember like before I've been doing this like because Moody Mercury, shout out to him, he gave me a shout out, but before I've been doing this before and I was speaking esoteric way before I even knew a lot of these people, like Moody Mercury, Dole, and all those people. So I've been doing this shit since like back in 2013. Like I said, I look old, I look young, but I'm older. I may look young. I'm about to be damn near mid. I used to not tell people about my age. I don't really give a fuck now. But if anything, it's actually a flex. 'Cause I look fucking younger. Like for real, I look younger than most motherfuckers for my fucking age. Yeah. And I actually feel like I feel more. I don't even think I'm like my age. Like it's hella weird. Like I don't even feel like when I see people that are like my age, it makes me have like a realization. Like, damn, I'm really like 30 some years old. Like that's crazy. I'm about to be 33 in March. And I don't feel that. Or I actually feel like the most freshest and rejuvenated in my life, to be honest. Because like the key, you're supposed to get younger. You're not supposed to get older. I'm not saying you're not supposed to die. When you die, you die. But you can just die from your heart just stopping. Death just means you leave the body. So your body can just stop working, and then the spirit, you can just be sleeping, and then the body just stops working. That's the way to die. Like people always say, "Oh, we're all gonna die." Health has nothing to do with death. You could be the healthiest person in the world and be breatharian. It doesn't mean you're gonna live forever. You die when you've had enough experience, and there's nothing you can learn from this reality. That's when you die. So if you're breatharian and you're on your path, I'm not saying I'm gonna live forever. No, I would. Ella Tom preaches he's gonna live forever, which he's still fucking lost. And I'm not gonna get on to him, but he preaches all that. Oh, we live forever. I don't know. I don't know if he really believes that shit, but he said it and he speaks like that. But you're not living forever because you can't. Your spirit doesn't even want to live forever. So you don't even really want to even live forever. So you're gonna leave when you're supposed to leave. But when you leave, who the fuck said you had to die from an illness? You can just die from the heart, just stop. The spirit could be like, okay, we want this person to die right now. We learn, and it makes make your heart stop. Or you're just in the dream world having a dream, and then you just stay in the dream, and then that's your reality, and then you just die in that dream, and then you go into another reality, and then you just carry on your experiences from that dream you had that night. You just never woke up. That could be a way. I'm not saying that's got to be the way, but people don't. That's how a lot of people they don't know what the fuck they talking about. They talk, oh, you can't live forever and shit. Like, who the fuck said you want to live forever? Like, I don't want to have to live forever knowing that I have to fucking itch my ass if it feels like I need to itch it. Like, that's not a way to live. I don't want to have a body that can itch, or I fucking have the possibility of spilling hot coffee on my leg and it burning because of my nerves. I don't want to fucking live in a body like that forever. It's fucking retarded. So like people are dumb when they sit there and will tell you, oh, stupid, oh, you can't live forever, like not even knowing what the fuck they're talking about or what they're even in. Hold on, give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna read some more of these questions. So just give me a minute. All right, I'm back. Get the fuck up out of here. I get out of here. He said your Jupiter and Libra or Virgo. Oh, my Jupiter's in Virgo. Yeah, Virgo in the first house. Yeah. So I think that comes with looking younger. I don't feel like I'm 30. I felt as good as what I did when I was younger. That's good. You're supposed to feel like that. And I'm gonna go up and read all the comments. You're supposed to feel like that. Anybody telling you it's normal for you to grow young. Oh, it's supposed to be growing. No, hell no. Tell them to fuck off. Like hell no. Fuck, I don't even have to go get gas. I really don't even want to go get gas, but I'm gonna have to. Yeah, yeah. I got a Jupiter and Virgo, and I have a Saturn, Venus, and Mars in Aquarius, and all in the sixth house. So I have a stellium in the sixth house in Aquarius. So yeah, that's so. I'm the Scottish for Cosmos. Oh, the Scottish. I think I. Yeah, I got some family in no in Ireland. I have family in Ireland. Irish Scotland. No, that's a different Irish. Okay, that's Scotland. No, I have family in Ireland. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, Scotland. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's good. Got the information all over. Mm. I'm about to go get some gas. Fuck. Okay, where's my? I'll just do that later. I might just get gas. I really don't even want to get gas, but I usually don't like getting this cheap ass gas. I like getting my shit from Chevron. That's like the only place I get it, but I don't feel like driving all the way over there. Yeah, okay, you better like stop here. Yeah. Hey, what the fuck is going on, dude? Shut the fuck. It's like so damn close to my fucking car. Like that nigga's like hella close to my shit. Okay, which one is this? I like to park at the certain fucking gas tank, like the numbers. I like to do like the numbers. Like I like to park at 3 or 6 because when I put it at that gas tank, then the gas that I put in that into my vehicle, it's gonna be empowered with like energy. So when I'm driving, if somebody tries to hit me, it's gonna miss because that gas. Because I got you see what I'm saying? The energy, but you have to have your energy. It works. There's other things too. It works. It works, bro. Probably like 2013. God damn, it stinks over here. Fuck. I gotta get the fuck up out of this area, man. I'm leaving this city. Yeah, I'm about to leave this city. I hate this fucking town. I just don't want to go back. I could move in with certain family member, but for free, and I have to pay nothing. But I don't. I have to move out of state, and I don't know if I want to move out of state because I could pay here. I'm not tripping to just. I don't know if I want to waste money paying or then leave out of state. But I'm thinking about probably moving because I can't. I hate this fucking place. I was here for a reason. That's oh, I'm gonna go scoot up. I was here for a reason, but like, there's no reason to be in this state no more. Like, cause like I don't know, there's like really no reason. I really want to just move and get out of the country, and the reason I want to get out of the country is because I want to at least be in an area where there's fresh air, and it's like, cause I want to take my breath there into a whole nother level, and air quality is very important. Like, a lot of the places here, just the air is not clean. Like, I can't live in a city. I cannot. I will not live in no city. I would not live in a city because it's too polluted with air. And like, I rather just. This is why most breatharians, they live in like in a different country, and in like in the countryside or in the wilderness, forest, jungle, and they have land in there. Like, that's like where I would eventually want to get to that point where I have some type of land in the area. Because I'm getting out of America. Because the air, it's mainly because I want to take my breatharian. And I don't know if I can take it to that level here. I could do it. You could do it here, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. And plus, it's like I don't know. I don't know what the fuck really, to be honest. Let's go. So, bro, that was probably already read that thing. Oh yeah, let me go up. Everybody got to start taking trans pills. I don't know what that is. Sort of running out. So, yeah, hold on. Let me go give me some gas from this. Give me a minute, guys. I'm back. Look, what the fuck, dude? Come on, bro. Fuck. All right, I'm back. My bad, guys. I have to clean some shit up. I had spilled some water. I'm gonna just take you. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck. Turn the fucking camera on. I can tell they be playing with my lives. Like there'd be like 5 people in the room. You see, right when I said that, it went up to like 8. And it's funny because they be playing with my lives, my numbers. They'll go down to like 0. And then once I start talking about a certain thing or I start talking in a certain tone, then it goes up. But then when you don't say nothing, like I think that's what the algorithm it does. If you make a live stream and you just don't say nothing, you just like not speaking. I notice there's no number. I could be like for 5 minutes not speaking shit. It'll be 0. But then just to say I go live and I just start speaking deep and just start going right off the bat, it'll be like 10 people in the room. But then when it's like nobody in, when I'm like speaking, like not saying shit, and then nobody's in the room. And it's not like people could go in the room and see what I'm doing. Because if they were to go in to see what I'm doing to know, the number will have to go up. It's like a hive mind or it's fake views or it's either fake views or they're on a hive mind and everybody just knows to come at a certain time. Like that's what it is. Or that or fake views. So as you can see, and like other times I could be saying certain shit and it'd be like 0 views. Because people who like if it's a channel that nobody comments on, then it's easier for them to do. Because nobody comments. If a lot of people commented on my channel, like the people who they probably wouldn't even really fuck with it like that or fuck with it differently. They'll fuck with it more differently. But since there's not that many people that comment, so it's easy to be like, oh, it's because of this, you know, or it's you see what I'm saying? Like I get 10 on let's see, 8 on 6. Yeah. Damn, this shit's about to run out of battery. Hold on, guys. Uh, I'm gonna have to fucking fuck. I'm gonna have to switch my phone out. I'm about to put my SIM card in my other phone so I can do the live on the other one. So yeah, I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. God damn, it's windy as fuck. Fuck, man.